Alright, hai, salam sejahtera semua. Kita sekarang di Panggung Digital dan ini adalah segmen baru untuk Panggung Digital atau program baru dalam Panggung Digital, di mana kami akan menemu ramah dan mewawancara chit-chat santai. Kita berbual dengan persona-persona teater Melayu Singapura. Dan yang pertama sekali pada kali ini ialah NUR KHAIRIYAH. Apa khabar NUR KHAIRIYAH? Apa Khai? I call her Khai. Saya panggil dia Khai. Kan?
Ya.
Apa khabar?
Khabar baik. Ini interview Melayu As in I have to speak Malay?
Comfortable.
Okay. Boleh. Saya bilingual. Saya boleh cakap Melayu, boleh cakap Inggeris.
Yes. Hebatnya Melayu Singapura.
Yeah.
Untuk pengetahuan umum semua, Khai sekarang berada di England, UK untuk dia belajar ke kerja dan sekarang tak nak balik. Gitu Khai?
Bukan tak nak balik. Nak balik. Cuma tak, because after I did my school and everything, there's an opportunity to extend your visa in which is called the startup visa. Okay, so my school is the endorsement body lah. So they tell the students, like for international students, if you want to stay on, there's a opportunity to stay on for another 2 years with this startup visa. So what you have to do is you just have to come up with a business plan, tell them what you want to do, the school endorses you, and then you apply for visa dekat the government UKVI, and then kalau dapat, so Alhamdulillah I dapat the visa, and so my other half, Faizal Abdullah, and myself decided to stay on for another 2 years to see where we can go from there. It wasn't planned, it was an organic process that we wanted to do, because after you, because when you are in school you're like over there for like a year, and then you focus on school, and then I think Faizal and I just thought that it would be nice if we it would be nice if we stay on and then see kalau ada rezeki, ada work, then maybe perhaps we can start something here.
Right. So you have started something, I believe.
Yeah, so
sesuatu di sana.
Yes, because of the business plan kan, so I decided to do rumah. I wanted it to be a Malay word lah, because it's a rare thing over there, and also because I always get mistaken that I'm Filipino. Yeah, there are nurses in London who are Filipinos as well. So people always tell me that I look like I work in a hospital. No, it is not offensive, but I just thought like, oh, you must have mistook me with someone. I have a common face, I guess. But when you say Malays, they equate you with Malaysians. Yes. So I will always say, oh, that one my neighbor, that one causeway away. Yeah. But whenever you say you are Singaporean Malay, they don't understand. They can't put you. They always ask me, if you are Singaporean, why you cannot speak Chinese? So there's not a lot of. I don't think they are aware.
Yeah, the geography is bad lah, basically.
But I like to have this conversation, because I think
educate,
when you have this conversation, then at least people know. Then people would like, oh, now I know. Okay, next time, if someone asks me I'm Malay, then I can ask, oh, Singaporean, Malaysian, rather than oh, Malaysia,
Yeah.
So bit by bit lah, you do what you can to educate and create awareness.
Alhamdulillah.
So Roma is this name which is like it means home, right? And I think at that point of time I miss my family and friends back home. So I thought like, if I want to do something, it has to be something that I'm passionate about. And also because I think this is going to be like the first time I'm going to do something on my own, because it's always been me and collaborating with some other people, Hatch and everything. So I thought like, if I want to do something, it has to mean something to me. And then Roma came about because it means home, it means house, and also because of this conversation about about the geographical, you Asian. So because in London, dorang punya Asian is dorang punya voices are mainly for South Asian.
Yeah.
It's understandable because there's like the history of dorang punya
colonization and everything.
the colonization and stuff, right? So when they say Asian, they only think South Asian. But because I think if you look at statistics and like the percentage of international people or students, actually international students made up a lot of this change in terms of percentage, that now you have a lot of Southeast Asians, East Asians. So when I came, I was a bit pelik lah with the Asian is just South Asian. Tapi kalau macam kau dari East Asian, kau just considered East Asian. Habis Southeast Asian macam aku, macam Vietnam ke Malaysian ke, habis kita kena group with East Asian people. I mean, I know it's just like a name or whatsoever. It's just you are East Asian or whatever. But I just thought that it would be nice if sini banyak Asian, Central Asian berlambak tau kat sini, and not many people know. Yeah, so I take time. Russian. Yeah. And that's another like historical debate that they have amongst themselves, you know. And most of the Central Asians here dekat London, I know that there's a huge society dekat UCL. And every year, dorang ada di Spring Festival yang bila aku buat presentation kat sekolah aku tak tahu saya. So they're macam, I never knew. I'm like, yeah, UCL has it. Like, is this their 10th year? You know, so I thought like, okay, you create awareness and stuff like that. So I thought Roma would be a platform lah, not just a producing company, because I mean I am a producer, I do that as a freelance, but to have a space to get people together, like all these different Asians people from the various diaspora to get together and collaborate, I think that's what Roma is all about.
Yes, okay, nicely. So as your definition as, mungkin ramai yang tak faham. Kalau kita berbuat teater, orang cakap pelakon, tak pelakon, pengarah, tak pengarah, whatever else. But diorang lupa watak penerbit ni ataupun producer ni. What's the definition? Apakah yang anda lihat kepentingan producer dalam setiap, saya pun producer juga, baru tak faham kerja saya. So the thing is, how can you tell people apa tu sebenarnya producer, apa sebenarnya penerbit? Yep.
I think the term producer, like everybody would think macam, dia ni glamorous lah, macam keluarkan duit, you know, atau apply grant lah. So basically for me, I think producer has always been a misused term, because kalau kau cakap kau producer is such a big word and big responsibility, and kita kadang-kadang ada this invisible label yang orang tak faham, yang macam apa korang buat, korang apply grant aja, apa yang korang buat. Habis macam kalau ada conflict among people, macam mana siapa yang buat, siapa yang like immediate, you know. But I really think producer ni is this person that manages everyone's personality, other than money, other than spreadsheets. We have other things that we manage, like the team, you know, and don't. I think people shouldn't equate producers as gatekeepers, you know, because we're not. We are the ones who want to like go through these gates together with your artists. And I think as a producer, you have to be compassionate and empathize with your fellow artists, because we're all there as a common goal. You know, you want to do a work that will empower and that you hope to resonate with the audience or the community or people that you want to engage with. So I think if people ask what is producer, I just say, I manage team and personalities and people, most importantly, because now we all know theater cannot function without people. Yes. You know, whether it's audience or artists, everyone plays a part in this whole art world, not just theater. In this landscape we need people more than ever. So I think that's my definition.
So as a producer sekarang dengan Roma, awak produce Roma, awak dah terbitkan Roma di by, is it Roma by Khai? That's the full name, is it?
No lah, actually it's just Roma. I put there by Khai, macam fashion label gitu. But no lah, I just calling it Roma.
No, okay, the thing is there'll be more by Khais maybe in the future. Mungkin ada banyak lagi.
I know,
Rumah
maybe.
ke, bumbung ke.
Yeah, I think I remember I put by Khai because ada banyak renovation nama cakap rumah. So aku just taruh rumah by Khai. But as you can see, this is still an organic process. Like, it's not a done deal. Like I have sealed the name or buy the domain or whatever. If my website you see, so it's still free. Because I think you cannot rush into things. It has to be still exploring the space and everything. So, which is what I'm doing, and I'm taking time to do it.
Yes.
I feel like bila aku kat Singapore, aku rush to do things, and then you do things in haste. So I tell myself like, okay, if I want to do anything else this time, I need to take it slow. I cannot rush. I need to experiment.
The process.
And you need to listen. Which I'm not doing it. I never let you talk. Okay, talk.
I enjoy listening to you, and I hope the people enjoy listening to you. So, okay. So, Khai, Roma in London, how do you survive, man? How do you manage the financials of Roma or even yourself? Okay, let's talk about Roma.
Yeah.
I understand recently you just got a grant as for the project that you guys did. Is it?
So it's not. It's not for a project or whatsoever. So, Brand is macam a council, the space that you're in. So macam kalau Pasir Ris kau GRC apa, some sort like that lah. So Brand is like a borough. So this year, Brand is, so every year actually the Mayor of London will have like a celebrate, to give you a pot of money, a funding for this borough to celebrate their borough lah. So this year was Brand Borough of Culture. So Brand ni ada banyak tempat. Ada macam aku punya area is Wembley. So I'm part of Brand. So ada macam Kilburn, Harrow.
Brand tu besar lah.
Brand tu besar.
Brand tu kan kalau kat Singapore considered macam CDC, the North East CDC.
Macam that. Macam that. Yeah, correct.
Yep.
So, and because of COVID, all their celebrations or festivals or money that they want to commission artists in Brand got hold up a bit because entertainment venues are closed and stuff like that. So, and then Metro Land Cultures, another part of association or an organization, pump up a bit of funding. It's like an emergency funding for artists in Brand to apply for anything. It could be number one, kalau kau nak buat workshop Photoshop, kau nak masuk, you want to enroll yourself to a Photoshop workshop, you can. If you want to learn something or whatsoever, you can use the money. So, and this is great because it's an emergency funding.
Yes.
And kau tak payah write. There's the amount of trust. They're investing you as an artist, as a producer, a filmmaker, whatsoever. So basically, I thought that this grant is good for me starting out, because now they know that I live in Brand and that I will have the connection and the network, and also because it's only a year that I'm here, I don't know anybody, and like and I didn't know that there's a lot of artists here dekat Brand. It's huge. So now that 25 people got awarded the grant, and then we are all planning to like meet and like talk to each other. There's 25 people
so
that got the grant.
Creating a network to work together now. Nice.
So basically I signed up to say that I am a founder of Roma and this is what I want to do. I want to open spaces for Asian voices. And to be honest, the place yang aku stay ni kat Wembley is very diverse. When I first came, it doesn't look like London to me, because there's a lot of Somalians, Russians, international students, and there's a lot of student accommodation around. And aku, alhamdulillah, can find a lot of halal butchers around. So that was my main concern. Makan.
Yes. And you live
So
with Faizal.
yeah, and Faizal cooks, so I'm very very lucky.
Yes. So yeah, basically what you just talked about is very similar to what we have here. Agak sama dengan apa yang ada dekat Singapore ni. We kat Singapore kita ada that digital production grant, which actually Panggung Digital took applied and we got it. So and we also have the training grant as well for the digital formats and all that. So yeah, I think it is a worldwide practice yang of developed countries, or where they can support their artists, they do the same method or the same way. I think selamatlah untuk kita kan, untuk for this. So for Roma, the funding that they give was for particularly a certain project, or it's just anything that you want to do, or you have to park it somewhere?
Because it's a grant from UK, I have to use it for my producing practice, and to also think of a bigger picture what I want to do here in London. So I was supposed to launch Roma officially last March. It was supposed to be a festival called Roma Fest, and it was so near to the date that there was a lot of racism happening, because during that time entertainment venues were not closed yet. Like Boris Johnson haven't said anything about closing. Okay, and I remember it happened so fast, so quick, that like it was so emotionally drained for me and for my artists, because I think most importantly I was taking care of my artists' safety, because and primarily it's an Asian festival lah, because so that means I have a lot of people from Southeast Asia, East Asia, Central Asia, and I had a few friends who got beaten up.
Seriously?
Yeah, and one of them is female, so I cannot lah. I told Faizal that it doesn't sit well with me in terms of my moral, and like I don't want to endanger people. So and the venue was very very supportive. Rich Mix dekat East London, and they are also concerned, and they said, if it's that bad, then if you want to postpone, you can. So I said, I think I'm going to postpone. And then a few days later, Boris say all venues closed. Well, he didn't say all venues closed lah. There's another story for another day. But all the venues decided to close. So I thought, okay, I made a good judgment on that. So then it got postponed. So now I hope it will be back on September. But I think in terms of programming, and this is what I write in my grant application as well, like this is the time to actually reach out to especially the Asian communities even more, because of whatever that's happening, and I think the program that I had previously was more a celebration, but now I think it's more to provoke a bit lah, and and I need to change a bit of the programming. So that's why I say in the grant application I need time to not work and find part-time work to sustain myself. I need time to recover from all this trauma, and this grant will help me with it.
Okay, so
in terms of bayar rent ke apa ke,
So tell us boleh story about that. What exactly? Apa yang buat them, your friend, your artist friend sampai kena pukul? Apa case?
Okay, so there's no case. I just think this is coward. It's just coward. I got pushed at also, but I think if you face up to bullies, they won't bully you back lah. I just think because of the whole climate about COVID-19 happened in China, so of course people would just say that this happened because of Chinese people. Yeah, and most of my friends who are East Asians, they are born here. So some of them, then there's another layer, there's another issue, because some of them have not even been to China and said that, but they are not like macam malu to say, aku bukan dari China whatsoever. But I mean, people have their own personal views on like, I'm Chinese, I look Chinese, but like, I don't know what's happening in China. So for you all to blame me, I'm not saying me, I'm saying my friend lah. For you all to blame me to say that, oh, I create this virus is just a bit cray lah. So they don't know, these people like in London or any parts of the region in UK, like racism has taken a toll on the country. Like people are just boycotting Asian takeaways. So the businesses are not doing well, and then some of my East Asian friends are scared to go out even today because they don't want to get stared at, or you know, I have been in situation where I'm in the tube and bila situation belum teruk and aku dekat tube and macam aku nampak ada orang Cina, orang lain akan macam keluar from that train. They don't want to sit with them. Yeah. So, I mean, speaking about this, I thought maybe I want to share a bit about this production that I just got out of last weekend. There's this
live online check, is it?
Yeah. So it's called We Are Not Virus. So this East Asian production called Moongate Production. They run by Jennifer Lim and Daniel York. So they have this company, and then they applied for an emergency grant to commission 10 playwrights about to respond to this racism that is happening right now. So, and it was so powerful because these are personal accounts, their personal experience on how they how they grieve with whatever that's happening, whether orang kena pukul, orang kena pulau, orang kena macam tak ada kerja pasal COVID-19, you know, it's not just racism, but it's a lot of things are happening right now, and I think art, it really helps to maybe just macam mediate the situation a bit, especially for these artists, like how else they can express themselves kan, like okay, I want to write a monologue and get someone to act it if I'm not an actor per se, you know. So
where is this?
It was in Zoom. It's now online for 2 weeks at YouTube. It's
look for?
Yeah, so you go to Omnibus Theatre YouTube channel, because that theatre Omnibus OMNIBUS, so Omnibus Theatre. So they partnered with Moongate Productions to create this platform for them, which is good because, you know, they are making a stand to say that they are supporting this work, which is quite rare lah for people to, you know, like cross-culturally, like who you want to program, who you want to support. So I thought Omnibus was such a good theatre company that wants to support. Yeah.
That's nice. So, as those are stories of the East Asian, our Chinese counterpart in London. Yourself, as a Melayu who is mistaken for a Filipino, is there any discrimination against you and people of your skin color?
Yeah, I mean, so far, Alhamdulillah, no, nothing. And I only get like pushed or stuff like that when like I'm with my Chinese friends.
Pushed.
Yeah. So basically, I'm walking down, right? And then aku tengah berbual. Tak tahu motif dia apa. So aku dengan kawan aku pokek balik cakap, why you pushing me? Like, and bukannya macam sempit ke apa. Saja dia sengaja macam nak block aku kat shoulder. Apa steam lah, aku tak tahu
Juvenile, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But they're cowards lah. People who hit like females especially. I just think that there are other ways you want to express your anger, but like you don't have to hit girls or strangers or people that you don't know. What's the point? You know? But yeah lah, I mean, so far I haven't gotten any like racism, discrimination or whatsoever, which I also think they don't know where to put me, Saiful, to be honest. Yeah, they're like, ni apa sia? Ni bangsa apa sia dorang ni? Yeah. So but Faizal gets they don't know how to put where to put Faizal also. Dia macam dia ni Asian ke, dia ni Nigerian ke pasal rambut dia kan. So macam I honestly feel that they don't know where to put me, and aku Asian ke apa, they don't know. Yeah. So maybe that's why I so far, alhamdulillah lah, I don't want to jinx it, but only when like I'm with like my East Asian friends, which is terrible. Then I either get stared at or whatever. But so far, when I'm back in London, like everyone wears a mask, right? So we all don't know. Maybe orang sumpah aku tak tahu, aku tak dengar. But everybody keep their distance and whatever lah. So I'm lucky, and I hope that it stays that way, I guess.
Right. Yeah, I mean, the idea of educating about, I mean, from where you are, educating the people over there about the existence of Melayu, I think that deserves full respect lah. And understand from you're doing Rumah now, and the thing is, you are presenting Singapore Malay Theatre Works, and the thing is, tell us more about it. Why did you came up with the idea of posting up on YouTube, right? It's YouTube based, yes.
YouTube, yeah.
Short snippets of Singapore Malay Theatre scripts. Apa cerita sebenarnya?
Okay, actually because of the circuit breaker, I was in Singapore when this project got initiated. So, as in, like, I was in social media a lot because that's my only source of entertainment now. I can't go out or whatsoever. And then when I was just browsing through, I saw like a lot of people like just maybe writing their own monologues and then like just film, you know. And then like I saw Singapore Repertory Theatre was asking most of their actors who act dekat Shakespeare in the Park to like revisit and perform their speaking roles as characters. So I'm like, it's quite fun to see all this, you know, and then see how you engage with the audience online and stuff like that. But then I thought like, wouldn't it be nice if we have like a Malay monologue, you know? So I was just like talking to a lot of people about that. I remember I spoke to you, I spoke to different theatre companies. I spoke to Eka Matra, I spoke to Farid, I spoke to Dalifa, I spoke to Kami. Wanted to ask like, do you think this is doable? You know, because like I say, when I want to start something, it has to be there's a process lah. I cannot just go into it, you know. So I thought like, because I still have my Hatch teammates, I told them, I want to do this, I'm itching to do something, do you want to be a proof of concept, you know, because if this works and that if people say like, we want to see more on stuff like that, then I want to carry on. So and also because I call it a solidarity project is because it's not I didn't see it as something that aku ni responsible to bring your shows to the world. It has never been the intention lah. I just wanted to too heavy and I never thought of it like that because I just thought that aku, since like orang London ni tak tahu bahasa Melayu and everything, and I'm very proud of our shows in Singapore because we're multicultural. I always say that we're multicultural. Kita ada Indians, Malays, Chinese, you know, and different races, and sometimes we cross collaborate and stuff like that. So it'll be nice to get friends in London to see, you want to know my language? Yeah, actually you can watch this. But it wasn't even that far lah. I never thought that far. I was just doing it for, let's all get together and do something, guys. Like whoever wants, do it. Whoever don't want, then don't do it lah.
No pressure.
No pressure. There's no forcing or whatsoever. And it's not like I choose anything. I thought this project, I gave anatomy to the playwrights. It wasn't even to, aku nak present kena monologue, or macam aku nak present kau as an actor, kau as a playwright, you know. And I personally like John's Hour. It has a lot of meaning for me personally and professionally. Professionally because it has gotten a lot of not press, but like we engage with a lot of audience, and then we got into that's our first international festival, and then we got you, Saiful, as a nominated actor, which you should have shared it with Nadia and Hafiz because of the subtitle. But yeah.
Okay, so I jangan share.
And I thought like the whole process of John wanting to produce Howard, there's a lot of backstory, and it's a personal thing between me and him. So that's why I thought like, okay, if I want to start this, I told John, can I do Hawa? So that's why I called you, I called Martin, I called Wan Ching, and because we work together so much and you guys have this trust with me, you all know that I'm not exploiting you all. So there wasn't a lot of explanation. I just say, hey, I want to do this, you want to do it, then just do it. But then I realized like, if I want to do this with other people, there's so many things that, not filter, but there's so many things that I need to explain myself. Why am I doing this? What does this do? What is the objective? So I'm still learning how to ask people, do you want to do this? It's a project, it's solidarity, just bringing people together. But to be honest, I'm having a lot of fun doing this with Faizal. Alhamdulillah, because I know like Faizal and I, we are opposite attracts, like we repel a lot, So I think if we both have a common goal, he's staring at me right now, by the way. We have a common goal. I think it's interesting that we all help each other and wanting to approach people, and there are a lot of people who help us as well along the way, like you, like Sunny Hussein, everyone. Like I mentioned Sunny because I have a crush on him. So it is just macam I feel that sense of community coming together, and I like it. Like. And there's so many monologues that I have lined up, but I don't want to announce yet because I need to be sure that they all understand the concept. And I do have, and it's not smooth sailing, I do have people who got other concerns, and I take time to listen and am aware and understand why they don't want to be part of it, and I'll say okay, thank you. Like the old Khai would be like, sudah lah, blah, 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 like. But I think now I'm a bit more calmer, which is a good thing to have, I guess, and to really just understand why the process doesn't work or why it doesn't work for some people. And I would like to thank Faizal for that, for being a pillar of support. Because I think he is. He keep doing this. So
imagine.
Yeah, you can. But yeah, I mean, in all honesty, I don't think I could have done this alone because I would be afraid to do this alone because I'm talking to Malay theatre giants, like Nadi Putra, like Rafa'at Hamzah, Sani Hussein, so many lah. But I don't want to mention first because I haven't announced. So I'm excited because I'm taking out monologues which are from the early 90s, and then people who wants to contribute and is happy that I'm doing this. So if they're happy, I'm happy, because at the end of the day, it's for all of us,
Yes.
And it's not for like Roma or whatever. Roma is just a platform, and I just thought it would be nice.
Yes.
Because I already have this network of people overseas, and then who knows, and it's not to like get them to, I'm not an agent to sell your show to overseas country or international country. It's more of, okay, exactly, it's never to monetize. I don't get anything from this, and when in your conversation, I also said like, I don't know whether I need to apply for grants, but I am still applying, so it's still under NAC. Because I say I don't know how to even equate this with money, as in like remuneration, because it's like you want to archive your work in the library or stuff like that. So it's the same thing, like you deposit something, like a sneak excerpt of something for this project. And when I say I give autonomy to playwright, is because they pick what play they want, they pick the excerpt, they pick the actors, and if the original actor don't want to do it, they nominate who they want, and I will have to liaise. So all this labor people don't see, you see, like I have to liaise with the actors. Okay, and there's one thing of a producer as well. Going back to your question, like I will liaise, and then like whatever permission or whatsoever I have to ask, like okay, if this was produced by Eka Macha, for example, then I say, hey Farid and Shaza, is this okay, then when you have that conversation, because I already had that prior with Farid, I thought it was easy for me. So then when he says like, okay, you're doing this, I'm like, yes, I'm doing this, so is it okay, so you have the conversation. It is good to put your cards out there lah. So there's nothing, there's no hiding or whatsoever, which I think is important.
Correct. Like kerja producer, kita ni kena berbual dengan orang, kena jaga hati orang.
Yeah.
Correct.
Jaga hati.
People oriented work. Yeah, and from the solidarity project ni, initially when Faizal and yourself talked to me about it, I think it's an awesome thing because the thing is kita ada masalah archival, especially of Singapore Malay scripts and all that. I think it is a good platform for people to find Singapore Malay theatre works, and it's out there. So sekarang jangan cakap tak ada lah. Sekarang cakap we're gonna have it, you're gonna have more of it, so you're gonna find it's all there on the internet. Jangan cakap tak ada, tu je. So tapi I salute lah to you guys to do this, and I think the project will go beyond COVID. Once we clear everything, it will still go on. Do not stop. I think just need to put it out there and all that. I think it's the same as Panggung Digital as well. We just want to make sure that people know, the world knows about Singapore Malay theatre particularly. Yep. Okay, on that note, I have to say thank you to you, Khai, for joining us today. Terima kasih banyak. Okay.
So exciting.
Yeah, so you're going to be the first one. Our first.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah. On it. Terima kasih banyak. So
all the best to you and Panggung Digital as well. I mean, it's also a good platform for people to know about, like, I mean, people only know like radio shows, but they don't see the people behind it.
Yeah.
So
we're going to do beyond drama bersuara, drama menggunakan suara. We're going to do theater, we're going to do literary scripts and all that. So it is all on Panggung Digital lah. So on that note, thank you so much. Terima kasih banyak. So for everyone else, do follow us on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. Go and subscribe, turn on notification, comments, share your comments. Okay, kalau ada apa question dengan Khai, just put it out there. I forward to Khai. The Khai will get back to you.
Yeah.
Okay, keep on following Panggung Digital. Keep on following Rumah by Khai. Thank you so much. Bye bye.